Hi everyone, this is Claudine Helmuth and I'm here today to show you how to put together my Leprechaun hat favor box kit. So the kit comes with 3 different hats that you can mix and match the patterns to create a variety of different looks. It also comes with cupcake flags and it comes with 2 different types of holders. One for candy and treats and another one for cupcakes. So this is actually a really easy kit to put together, but I've got a couple little tips for going around the circles and adding some of the extra embellishments that I'm going to share with you right now. So when you download and print out your kit, this is what it's going to look like. Now I'm just showing you one hat here, but your kit will come with 3 different mix and match hat designs. So this page is the outside and the top of the hat as well as the cupcake flag. And then this page is the inside holder of the hat. And here you can see it's got 2 different heights to it, one for candy and then one for cupcakes. And the reason that the cupcake one is shorter is so that it will make it easy to remove your cupcake without getting icing all over your fingers. And you'll see I put a note here that if you are using it for a cupcake, you'll just want to cut on that line. Now you could make yours even shorter if you would like it lower for easy removal of your cupcake. So I've kind of created this guideline here, but I find that the dark green line is a great height for the cupcake. And then if you want full height so that you can fill it with lots of candy and treats, you would just cut all the way up to the top. And then the last page over here is a page of toppers. And what the toppers are for creating mix and match designs for your hat. So you could either leave it with the pattern or you could add an extra topper to the top of the hat in any of these different patterns to change out the look. So that way you can create even more looks for your hats. So now what we want to do to get started to create this hat is we're going to want to cut out all of the pieces here around the outsides, as well as cut down all of these little tabs. And here's a little tip to make the cutting go even faster. You see all these tabs with the letters? Well, those are going to end up inside of the hat where you won't see them. So you can just zoom along here with your scissors and not worry about cutting them exactly on the line. And then over here with this tab, you can kind of do the same. You want to get it close, but it doesn't have to be exact. So you can cut those pretty quickly. Now on the bottom where there are no tabs, as well as the side where there are no tabs, that's where you will want to cut more carefully because that is going to show more. Now that I've cut out all of the pieces, it's time to score the fold lines. And there's really only 2 major fold lines on this kit. That's the long one here with those letters, and then for the inside piece, the long dotted line there for those letters. Now, when you cut them out, try to keep all of the pieces together that go with each page. This is for the inside piece, and then this is for the outside piece, so that way you don't get them mixed up. Also, on the cupcake flags, what I do to start out with is just cut in a rectangle around the entire flag. And one thing I wanted to mention is you can change this text right in the PDF just simply by typing in Adobe Reader. You could make this say names or other words, whatever you want, table numbers, things like that. So the reason that we need to score our fold line is because we're working on heavier weight paper here. The paper that I like to use is the Staples Photo Matte paper, and that comes in 61 pounds, 11 mil. And this is a nice weight for holding things like cupcakes as well as candies and treats. It's also inexpensive and it prints on beautifully. So that's what I like to use, but you can use your preferred cardstock. But the reason that we want to score our dotted line is so that we'll get a nice clean fold, because when you're working on heavier weight paper, you can, if you just start to fold it, it will crack or not fold in a clean line. So what I'm working on here is a legal pad that will provide just enough cushion to create the score line. And then I'm lining up my ruler with the dotted line. And I'm taking a pen, and this pen has no ink in it. So it's completely empty. And I'm just using that to draw on and make an indent in my paper and create a score line. And then once you lift it up, you will see, let me see if I can get it at the right angle for you to see. You can see it's created this little indentation there, and that will make these tabs fold down really nicely on the score line, and it will make a really clean look. So I'm going to do that there. And then I'm also going to score the middle of the cupcake flag. And just like that, with all of the excess paper around it. And then I'm going to fold that in half, and then I will cut it out. And there you go. Now you've got a nice little double-sided cupcake flag. And then all you need to do is add a little bit of adhesive in there. And then this is a toothpick, and just insert your toothpick and close it. So go ahead and score all of the rest of the dotted lines, and then we will move on to assembling our hat. Now that everything has been scored, you want to make sure to fold all of your little tabs down, and tab A on both of the pieces does not get folded. This is just a glue tab, so that's why there's no dotted line there. I'm going to set the inside piece over to the side, and we're going to work on the outside piece first. So rather than applying glue to all of these little tabs and then trying to work it around the top piece one by one, what I found easier is to apply adhesive to the back of the top piece here. So what I'm going to do is take my tape gun. So this just has double-sided tape in it, and you could use regular double-sided tape that you get from the drugstore, the grocery store, craft store, etc. Just make sure it's permanent adhesive and not repositionable. So I'm going to go around in a circle as close to the edge as possible. And let's see if you can see here. It's a little hard to see, but I've gone pretty close to the edge. If I see a little gap there on that edge, I may want to just apply a little bit more to make sure that I'm at the edge. It's hard to see because it's clear tape. And then that should be ready for the next step. What we want to do is we just want to warm up the paper to being in a circle shape, because this is not natural for the paper to be in this circle shape. So all I'm doing is I'm just rolling it up to get it kind of used to the idea of being in that shape. Once you've got kind of a little curve going there, then you know it's ready. And I just need to apply adhesive right here to tab A. And I'm going to apply 2 strips of adhesive to make sure that that is extra secure, because that's on a seam that will want to open. And now you are going to work with your tabs going to the underside of the hat top piece here. So you're just going to pick an area. Now for the striped kit, I like to try to get the stripes to line up with the center of the buckle. So I'm going to actually start in the middle on this kit, and I'm just going to apply a couple of those tabs there. And then what I'm going to do is just fold these down so that they're a little bit out of the way, and I'm going to start to curl, and using my finger on the inside, stick the tabs on. So you're just curling with the outside and sticking a couple more tabs on. And then you just curl again and stick the tabs on with your finger on the inside. And you can go as slow or as fast as you like. The slower you go, the more careful you are, the more precise it will be. So there you can see how that is going. And then we're just going to Repeat with the other side, and if you need a little bit more leverage, you may need to unstick a tab slightly so that that way you can get a better curl. There we go. And just keep going around. Sometimes it's easier if you just fold these tabs down out of your way. There we go. And then when you get here, you're just going to line it up. And then press. So that looks pretty good. That is the outside piece, and we got the straight lines to line up by starting in the center and working our way around. Now take the opposite side of your pen that you use to score the lines and just go around the inside to make sure all those little tabs are down. And the reason I just have little rectangle tabs here is so that it's easier for you to cut and it makes the whole kit go together a little bit faster. So that's the top piece. So now we'll set that aside, and now we are going to apply glue to the bottom piece, and that is this one here with the shamrock. And we're going to do essentially the same thing. So I'm going to take my adhesive and just apply the tape all the way around as close to the edge as possible. And then I'm also going to apply adhesive to tab A, and I'll apply a couple little strips here for extra reinforcement. And now we are going to do the same thing as we did with the top piece, but we are going to position our tabs so that they are going on the underside of the inside piece here. So how it should look when it's facing up towards you is like this. You should be able to see the design on the lettered tabs, but just see the back of this piece here. And you're just going to pick an area to start your little tabs. And then what I like to do is press against the paper and let the paper help it roll into a circle shape. So you could see I'm pressing against the edge of the paper there, and the tabs are just nicely rolling into a circle shape, and I adhere them as I go. So it goes fairly quickly. And then when you get to the end here with tab A, you just want to line everything up like that. And then you're just going to press, holding your finger on the inside, you're just going to press down and make sure all those tabs have good adhesion like that. And now all we need to do is apply adhesive to this circle here, the inner circle. And then you're just going to take the inside piece here and you're going to line it up so it is directly centered over that inner circle, and you're going to press it down. And then you're just going to take your scoring pen and go in a circle on the inside so that everything is secure. And then it is ready to fill with candies inside. So you can just fill it up with your gold candies or chocolates of choice, and then you can close the lid like that. Or if you would like it for cupcakes and you've created the inner piece to be cupcake height, and that's just cutting it along that green line, that's the only difference to make it cupcake height, then you can just place your cupcake in there and then carefully place your hat on top, and you have a really adorable cupcake favor box or a candy favor box. And you can also add some different customizations by adding a different hat topper. You could see how that changes the look. And there you've got some really cute cupcake and favor boxes, perfect for St. Patrick's Day.